Hey YouTube, it's the Careful Casual. I'm finally back with another video. I've been having a creative block as of late because I was mainly doing a Let's Play of Far Harbor on my channel, and then I realized I really didn't like that DLC as much as I was hoping I would, so I kind of lost the motivation to keep playing it, and in fact I have since stopped playing it. Anyways, I'm back today with a tag. I wasn't tagged into doing this, but I just thought it would be kind of fun to sort of get back into the swing of things by like answering some questions about myself. So let's get started. Question number 1. What was your first console? So my first ever gaming console ever was the Game Boy Advance SP. I got that when I was in first grade. I think it was 2003 for Christmas. And I actually still have it. I will go show you. This is my original Game Boy Advance SP. It's the black one. I got this when I was 6 years old. I still have it, and it does still work. My first ever like actual home console was the original Xbox. What are my top 3 games of all time? This one is kind of hard, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and say number 1, Catherine. Number 2 would be Fallout New Vegas. Love this game. And number 3, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Question number 3, what is your favorite genre of game? Probably RPGs. A lot, and really any kind of RPG. I really love role-playing. That's just one of my favorite things to do. And what's really funny is that a lot of people who like role-playing, you know, typically you'd think that they would like to roleplay as somebody else, but I always like to roleplay as myself, just in different universes. So I always try and make the character as close to me as possible, and then I make the decisions I would just normally make, but it's just really fun to kind of see how I would do in a different world. So I really love role-playing for that reason. My least favorite genre of games, I mean, there's a lot of genres that I just kind of don't play, and it's not like I actively hate them. And I can't really think of a game that like a type of game that I just will like refuse to play. I guess maybe like sports games. Probably sports games, because I don't know how to play any sports actively, so probably sports games. Of course the exception is Wii Sports, because that game is fabulous, so there's always an exception to the rule. What is the earliest game you can remember playing? Other than like Freddy Fish and like educational games for the computer, probably Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I'd play that game with my dad, and he'd always get really upset with me because all I would ever want to do is shoot people. So like I'd always look for a gun and I just shoot people, and he'd get like so mortified because here's this sweet little 4-year-old child just like shooting people in games. What games are you currently playing? Well, thanks for asking. I'm going to use this as a plug for my BACKLOGGEry account. If anyone has a BACKLOGGEry, you should totally follow me or add me or whatever it is on there, and I will add you back. Basically what BACKLOGGEry is like you type in and insert like whatever games you're currently playing, what games you have played, what games you own, things like that, and it sort of is just like a library of games that you can share with people. So I mean, it really has no like functional purpose aside from just being like a visual library, but it is pretty interesting and I like to do it. So I always have the games I'm playing currently on my BACKLOGGEry, but I am currently playing Metal Gear Solid 5 for the PS4, Fallout 4 off and on just whenever new DLC comes out and whenever I feel like playing it, and I am playing Pokemon X, trying to get my living Pokedex, so we'll see. And of course Pokemon Go as well, and other mobile games, but I typically tend to not count mobile games. Not that mobile games aren't real video games. What new video game am I looking forward to? Death Stranding is going to be probably really good. There is Resident Evil 7. I played the demo and I thought it seemed really scary and really good, so I definitely want to try Resident Evil 7. Another game that is out already but I still haven't gotten a chance to play is Overwatch. I finally have a job now and I finally have a paycheck coming in soon, so as soon as I get enough money to, you know, treat myself, I am buying Overwatch and I'm going to play it and I'm very, very excited. So that will be very soon, and I'll probably do Overwatch videos on my channel. What video game world would you want to live in? This one is an easy one. The world I would want to go into is I would want to live in Mother Base for Metal Gear Solid 5. So when I was like applying for jobs, I was so frustrated because applying for jobs is like my least favorite thing in the world. Packing and moving and applying for jobs, I think are up there with the two most horrible things. I hate doing them. I'd rather like stab myself in the arm than do either of those things. So every time I was applying for a job and like not getting a call back, I would just wish that I could just be Fultoned out of my life and just whisked away and slammed down onto this random plant in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and all I would have to do is walk around and carry my gun and dedicate my entire life to Big Boss. So food's taken care of, you get food, you get board, you get to pet really cute puppies, and there's an animal shelter so you can hang out with a ton of animals. I mean, what more do you want? And then you get to have visits from Big Boss all the time. Like, I really don't know what would be better. My least favorite video game character. This is hard because typically if I hate a character, I will just block them from my mind and never think about them again, because why waste my time thinking about a character I don't like? Honestly, okay, Yusuke from, or is it Yosuke? Yusuke? Fuck, from Persona 4. It's Yosuke, okay. Yosuke Hanamura. Duh. Yosuke, okay, I liked Yosuke at first, but then the way he treats Kanji really rubbed me the wrong way. He gets really, like, homophobic and really, like, just rude and very just, like, rude straight boy, and I didn't like that. I've grown up with too many people who were very close-minded like that, and, you know, Yosuke was, like, the perfect embodiment of just, like, a privileged straight boy. I don't know if he's, like, my least favorite video game character in the history of video games, but that's who comes to mind. I'm not a big fan of Yosuke. Alright, and my favorite, this is the last question, my favorite video game character ever. Oh my god, that is really hard, but I've narrowed it down to 3 people that kind of like mean the most to me. And so number 1, Paladin Danse from Fallout 4. I'm like in love with Paladin Danse. It's actually kind of sad, but Paladin Danse is just great. He's like, there's always one character in like every Fallout game that I really care about the most, and he's definitely that person. I really love Paladin Danse. The next character is Moira Brown from Fallout 3. She would be the other character from the other Fallout game. But Moira Brown, I love her. She is fabulous. Great, she's so funny, and I actually was her for Halloween last year, and I'll insert like a couple pictures of that somewhere around here. Yeah, I love Moira. She's so funny and just like bright. She's great. And finally, Kanji Tatsumi from Persona 4 is another favorite of mine. I really connected with him as a character just like very deeply, and I love, like my favorite archetype of character is like the badass punk guy who's actually just really soft on the inside and isn't mean and is actually really, you know, sensitive. That's my favorite like archetype, and that's Kanji to a T. So the Kuwabaras and the Kanjis of the world always have a place in my heart. So anyways, that was my video game tag. Thank you very much for watching. If you would like to do this tag, consider yourself tagged. I don't really have any friends on YouTube, so I can't really tag anybody. But maybe one day I'll come and do this again with one of my friends, and they can answer the questions, because that would be pretty cool. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned in the next couple days for my anime tag, where I will be answering very similar questions just about anime series. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Bye.